We're always told that having more friends means you're happier. But what if that's completely backward? In this explainer, we're going to flip that whole idea on its head and look at our social lives in a totally new way. So let's just ask it straight up. Is having a small social circle a red flag? I mean, this is a question that can cause a ton of anxiety, right? We live in this world of follower counts and social media, and if you only have a few close friends, it can kind of feel like you're failing at something. But are you? Really? Let's get into that.
Okay, so first things first, we need to get a really crucial distinction straight. On one hand, you've got loneliness, and we all know that feeling. It's that heavy, kind of sinking feeling when you feel isolated and you don't want to be. But then, on the other hand, you have solitude. And this is a whole different ballgame. Solitude is a choice. It's when you intentionally decide to be alone, to recharge, to think. From the outside, they might look the same, but on the inside, they are polar opposites.
All right, let's talk about this whole pressure to be popular thing. Where does it even come from? Well, for decades, pop culture has been feeding us this very specific, one-size-fits-all story about what a good social life is supposed to look like. I mean, just think about it for a second. The movies we watch, the TV shows, even the ads, they all show the life of the party, right? That person surrounded by this massive group of friends. And that's the script we're handed. It can make us feel like we're not enough if our reality doesn't quite match up, and we end up confusing a quiet life with a lonely one.
But what if we've been looking at this all wrong? What if the way we've been taught to think about it is just off? It's time for a major reframe here. And look, this isn't about making excuses for being alone. Not at all. It's about seeing the whole situation through a new lens, a lens of strength and pure intention.
Yeah, I mean, what if having a smaller circle isn't a sign of social failure at all? What if it's actually a sign of social intelligence? What if it's not a bug in the system, but a feature of a really well-curated, intentional life?
And this quote, this one right here. They're not lonely, they're selective. Wow. This simple phrase just changes everything, doesn't it? It completely reframes the experience. You go from something passive and negative, like being lonely, to something active, intentional, and really powerful, being selective. Suddenly, it's not about who doesn't want you, it's about who you choose to let in. And that brings us right to the power of choice. See, being selective isn't something that just happens to you. It's an active strategy. It's about finally recognizing that your time, and especially your energy, are super valuable, and you're deciding to invest them where they'll actually make a difference.
So, what is social selectivity? Well, it's the intentional practice of building a social circle that actually aligns with your values, your energy, and your desire for real, deep connection. It's not about rejecting people or being mean. It's about consciously choosing friendships that are mutual, that are nourishing, and that are, genuine. It's like you're building a team, not just collecting a crowd.
Think about your social energy like this pie chart. It's a finite resource, right? You only have so much to go around. If you spread that energy super thin across dozens of casual acquaintances, what's left for the deep connections or for yourself? Not much. Being selective means you get to pour that biggest slice of the pie, right where it truly counts. And the benefits? Oh, they speak for themselves. When you're selective, you're not just dodging the bad stuff, like drama and that feeling of being totally drained. You're actively creating so much good stuff. Deeper, more authentic bonds, way less social exhaustion, and a lot more energy for yourself and your passions. And maybe most important, a stronger, more reliable support system you can actually count on when things get real. Okay, so how do we actually put this into practice in our own lives? Well, it all comes down to owning your narrative. It's about taking back control of your own social story and defining what success looks like for you. And this one really says it all, doesn't it? One true connection is so much more valuable than 100 acquaintances. The depth of a single authentic friendship can bring you more joy, more support, and more meaning than a room full of people who barely even know your name. It's such a powerful reminder of where the real value is. Now, just to be super clear, this isn't about closing yourself off from the world. It's an invitation to be intentional. Think of it like this. It's the difference between building a giant fortress to keep everyone out and building a beautiful, warm home with a door that opens only for the people who truly belong inside. It's a profound act of self-respect. So I'll leave you with this question. Who brings true quality to your circle? Who are the people that just light you up, who energize you,
who support you, and who really align with your values. Just thinking about them, acknowledging them, that's the first step. It's the first step in owning the power and the wisdom of being not lonely, but truly, powerfully selective.